I hope everything's good. I hope everything's normal and good and wonderful. I'm a little bit nervous to be back, in all actuality. Don't start the cutscene again. Don't start the cutscene again. Because it's been so long since last we played. It has been quite a bit of time. And it's also been a long time for the model, for Bea, to be here, actually, since she was benched during the Bloodborne streams. I don't even know where 1DCMO is at. I don't even know what Brother's doing. We're gonna find out. We're gonna see. The best way to understand is to rifle through his pockets to see where he was at and what he was doing. Indubitably. Indubitably. Well, if anybody pops in, they can tell me if the audio is good. It's been a while. It has been a while since I think we're pushing somewhat around 2 weeks. 2 weeks unplanned vacation. Very exciting. Very exciting. But a lot of stuff has happened in that time. A lot of interesting things in all actuality that I will be more than happy to expand upon once more people come to witness what we are doing here. Slow start, but I understand. Pulling up the stream manager so that I can read the chat without having to look over at sometimes King of, is that a real King Allant quote in Taffin? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? Whoa! Frank! Frank! Okay, so what were you doing, sir? What were you? You got your beautiful, big blue, beautiful bald head. We got Dragon Demon Soul. So the last thing we did was kill... It can be if I manifest it hard enough. I believe. I believe in that. I want that to be true really bad. Oh yeah. There he is. The protagonist. The hero of our story. Whoa! When did I get that much magic? Wait a second. Oh, okay. I didn't recognize your game, 1DCMO. I did not know. Audio kind of bad? Audio kind of bad? In what way? In what way? In what way? Let me check. This is coming through. Audio kind of bad. Is the game... okay, what is bad? When you say audio is bad, I want you to expand upon that idea. I want you to expand upon that idea, if you do not mind. Am I too quiet? Is it crunchy? I feel like the audio balance heavily towards kind of hard to hear you over the ambient music. What the bejesus, brother? How about that? Did that fix things? Am I just being too quiet? I feel like this was a problem we had in Bloodborne too, but it was never a problem we had before. How about that? How about that? We're doing multiple calibrations. Multiple calibrations for you, my beautiful audience. Oh, good long last. Welcome back. Thank you for the sub, Cobalt. How have you been? How have you been? We're doing audio troubleshooting. As we do, as we often do here. It's one of our traditions. It's one of our stream traditions. It's something we need to do every time. Something we need to do every time. Alright, I think next we were doing Tower of Latria. Now this is where audio trial by fire happens. Right? This is where it happens. Because, if we can't get the audio working before we go to the Tower of Latria, oh boy, are we going to have an interesting association with all of it. It definitely is much better, and I think it's just my preference when I say you could be even louder. I can be even louder? Cobalt, is that true? I feel like I'm almost yelling. Let me. Maybe I'm just far away from my mic. What if I move my mic a little bit closer? I have an interesting desk situation because I went and should I move the chat so that you guys can read? Do you guys like being up there? These are all things. These are all things I'm gonna put you guys up in the center of the screen. If there's an alert that goes on, yeah. Your sleep schedule will not let me stay, so here's another penny. Good night, Cobalt. Thank you for popping in. I'm sorry that you couldn't stay for very long. Yeah, I think you guys gotta be up in the center. I gotta kill myself, I'm human. I just realized I gotta kill myself, I'm human. You're in the sky. Welcome to the top of the screen. You get to be part of the health bar. Well, hopefully the audio is a little bit better. Hopefully the audio is a little bit better for you. Little bit of a technical difficulty. It's not a Souls game unless it, like, runs terribly on computer. It barely runs. Hi, Maiden. Hello, Maiden. Okay, and then we have patches here. Wait, no, I gotta go up to the other level. I gotta go up to the other level to collect my souls. I got what I was talking about. I do think the microphone closer was also good. Also, crunchy death scream. Very good. The crunchiest of screams. The crunchiest of deaths. For the crunchiest of boys. Wow! We got an alert. What was that alert? That was I think that was Hype Train. We did it. Baritone. We got all of the Hype Train, I guess. I didn't know I said that. Indeed. Thank you for the 5-month resub. I have returned. We hit a Hype Train. Is everybody hyped? Is everybody hyped in chat? We hit a Hype Train. Very good. How are you tonight? How are you feeling? I have indeed returned. The model is here too. The model is here too, the Velociraptor. Are we hyped? I don't know. I'm in ads. Everything is returning to normal. Nature is healing. Okay. Well, this guy's holding the Archstone. I never really noticed that. The last time I played, I did not notice that there was a man holding the Archstone. That's fascinating. That's fascinating. Ah, back to the Tower of Latria with the bells and the bugs and everything good. Everything good. Wow, Wandissimo, you have no health. You have no health whatsoever. Get that thief ring out of here, brother. You need the cling ring. You have no health. Squishy wizard. I don't understand what a hype train is or why it's here. Hello, Seeker. How are you doing? We are indeed back in Demon Souls. It won the poll. It won the poll. It won the popularity poll. We are trying to see what Wandissimo is up to. Looks like we're back in Tower of Latria, which is very exciting. Goody gambling ads, very exciting. We all know how much of a you picked. Oh, geopolitical happenings in my Discord. You rigged the poll with Russian bots. I didn't realize that I was that important. Okay. This is a fair trade. Please. Very good. It had to be done. It was necessary. It was important. If it wasn't done, then something horrible would have happened. Dead rat. Dead rat. I'm still getting my bearings. I'm still trying to acclimate to the act of streaming again. It's been like 2 weeks, and it's unfortunately not like riding a bicycle. I'm not as nervous as when I clicked that start stream button though, so that's good. Hope nothing at all happened while I was in ads. Nothing at all happened. Literally, we killed the first Mind Flayer, and I've been wandering around. I picked up a key. You know how Tower of Latria works. This is not a blind playthrough. You know how Tower of Latria works. I don't need to explain anything to you. Yeah, no, you have near cosmic timing for missing things in ads. So I understand the aversion, shall we say. No, so yeah, 2 weeks gone. I was yeah, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. I was... The first week, it was just general busyness. Lots of stuff with my show, lots of stuff with things outside the show, and then the last week, I was house-sitting for family. They went to a cruise in the Bahamas, and they needed their dogs looked after. And I couldn't imagine mobilizing my entire... Shut up! Don't do it, 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 don't do it. Ha! The initial stagger from the arrow made it that he couldn't get at me. Look at that. It's entirely possible that after ads ended, you just have finished killing Yellow Monk. Yep, I just speed ran Tower of Latria in seconds. Hi, brother. Don't push me. Pushing is rude. But they took a cruise to the Bahamas, let me crash in their house. I took care of their dogs, set up my Xbox. I have had a hankering and a half, my friends. Let me tell you. I have had a hankering and a half for like just first-person shooters for some reason. Just first-person shooters in general. And for some reason, one of the first-person shooters, still think game audio is a little loud, but that just, gosh, dang it. Let me turn it down just a little bit more. Okay, I turned it down a lot. So, turn it down a lot. Use so many bells. If it's too loud, please tell me. I turned it down a lot. Oh my gosh. You know, audio balancing has always been something that I've struggled with in the past, but it feels like a recurring demon. A recurring demon to my streams as of late. I don't know why. I don't know what I've done wrong, but it is something that has happened over and over and over again. So I apologize profusely. No, okay, so I've been having a hankering for first-person shooters. Does it have a soul, this recurring demon? We can harvest it. Demon souls, video game reference. Epic video game reference for the win. Oh, I've got a key. I'm gonna get lost in the Tower of Latria, even though I just completed this game. If I just completed this game, I completed it within the last 3 months, which, when you think about it, the grand scheme of things, is not super recent. That's a quarter of a year, but it, you know, like, the knowledge of the game, it doesn't stick. So, I recently re-downloaded Overwatch. Is the moral of the story, the meat and the potatoes of what I was attempting to get to, despite all the interruptions. And I don't know. I feel like I have an interesting relationship with the video game Overwatch, because I remember when it came out, what weapon would an Audios Demon Soul? I guess it would be a big old air horn. It'd be awesome. You know, one of my favorite Pokemon is Exploud. I just like sound-based attacks a lot. I think they're cool. I like Exploud. I like sound-based weaponry. It's fun. It's fun. Horrifying for the people on the receiving end of it, but still cool nonetheless. I remember buying like Explode. Yes, Explode would destroy a Viltrumite. It wouldn't even be close. Omni-Man could not attack an Explode. Iron Maiden. Lots of maidens in this game. I remember buying Overwatch, like, the Origins Edition, the $40 disc, because was Overwatch free to play when it first came out? I don't remember. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. They're killing my frames, chat. They're killing my frames, chat. There's too many boys! The boy room. No, it was a purchase originally. I remember getting the Origin Edition. The special one that came with all the special skins and stuff like that. And I don't think I bought it myself. I'm pretty sure I got it as a gift. And I would play it with my friends, and it was a great high school experience. But I also remember that I got... Wait! Overwatch 2 was the free... Okay. Overwatch 2 was the free live service game. I remember getting way too competitive with me. The audio's a little bit wonky! Everybody's saying that! There's something wrong! You're not the only one saying it at all! Okay, okay. After we kill these men, we're gonna have to sit. We're gonna have to sit and figure this stuff out, brother. What do you mean by wonky? Is crunchy? Oh, there's nothing I can do about that. That's the game itself. I don't know if you remember the last time we played it, but the audio would crunch at random because the game doesn't like to run. So if it's like an audio issue involving volume, I am your man, baby. I will sit there and I will fix it for you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Kisses all the way up and down the face. But if it is the crunchy, just absolute bit-crushed audio that happens at random, that's the game pooping its pants and dying. And I don't know how to fix it. How much is that? Yeah, how much is that my perfectly legal PS3? That's my question. That is my question. How much of it is because I'm playing it on a perfectly legal PS3? I don't know. See, I have come to terms with there is a large systems knowledge gap that I have for streaming. And it's that I don't know what's going on inside a computer at all. I don't know what's happening. I bought my computer pre-built. I don't know what the things are. I don't know what the graphics card does. I don't know. I don't know what GPU it is. I don't know. Strange. Runs smoothly on my instance, and my PC isn't even that powerful. Is it just on stream? I can hear it. I can hear it. I recognize when it gets crunchulated. I recognize when it goes through the snack crapples and pox. I do that. I recognize it. I know for a fact the demon is me. Right? So, like, if we're going to run a troubleshooting session right here, I know the demon is me. I know that the constant between every single one of my game issues is the user. But I run into so many problems that can only, like, if I try to look up what the issue is, if I try to go into my little Google machine, or I go to Bing, or I go to DuckDuckGo, and I type in the specific problem, the specific error code, the specific thing that I am getting wrong, I'll see an internet forum from like 2003 that has been locked and all replies deleted. Hi, I've been beginning to have a talk, but I need to sleep now. Good night, Crazy. Thank you for popping in. It was lovely to see you. Thank you for coming back to my first stream back, even though it has been plagued with nothing but insecurity. Have you tried Ask Jeeves? I have not tried Ask Jeeves. That is a real gap in my problem solving. Thank you for pointing out the fact that I have never asked Ask Jeeves. And also, I don't know what that is. Google is outdated these days? Amen. Amen. Google's killed itself. It is not the standard search engine anymore. It's just... Most people will still treat it as such, and most people will still be like, why don't you Google it? But, like, what actually happened to Google is tragic. Oh, crunchy. There is something about the Tower of Latria that crunches. I don't know. Maybe a reload will will fix the area. Maybe a reload will... I don't know. I don't know. I don't make the rules. If it gets truly just, like, unbearable, tell me. Ow. Very nice. Hey, bud. You're not gonna do anything to me, right? I only have one Lotus. Sad. This build also doesn't have any... Okay, you're in my way. Doesn't have any, like, real methods of regeneration. No, stay that way. Yeah, baby, I love abusing the geometry. No, I don't want you in here. I love early game Souls AI because it's so much fun to abuse them. It's so much fun to use and abuse them. God, I was talking about something. I was really talking about something. Oh! Nice Hunchback of Notre Dame reference in chat that is filed away for... It's the hole that I keep falling into. I remember finding a forum post. I'm gonna move the chat so that these big messages. I remember finding a forum post about a technical issue I was having, and there was a comment that I thought was very funny. Very excited for this thread to be full of message deleted 10 years down the line when someone's trying to fix the issue. That's the Overwatch hole. That was the hole in my memory. That was the hole in my memory. Thank you for mentioning Overwatch. That's what I was talking about. Yes, so I got super competitive playing the game, right? Which is dumb, because I was at best like a gold player. But it really mattered to me, right? And I would just get really tilted, just really angry. I wasn't very good at losing. In a lot of ways I still am. Oh, this is gonna kill, isn't it? Sir, how could you? That would... So, I literally just stopped playing with people that I care about. I just stopped playing with my friends. I just stopped. And I would, like, solo queue until late in the night trying to... I don't know. His only game. Why you have to be mad? Yeah, Zarya literally says that. Which makes it even funny that makes it even funnier. My anxiety has exploded, and it's all because of the design choice. It's all because of a design... explain. I'm talking about Overwatch, but I will return to that. That is, I'm sorry that your anxiety is flaring up. I had a Zarya in one of my matches the other night that was hard flaming the team. Just blaming everyone for the fact that she was going 212. And it's like, brother... It's you. The call is coming from inside the house. You are the one that's going 212. Right? Like, they added a gift 1,000 subs? How much does that cost? Legitimately, how much does that cost? Holy bejesus. That is insane. I don't know if I agree with that, Daddy Bezos. That is a ludicrous amount of gifted subs. There are people who can... I don't know if there are people who can legitimately drop $6,000 on gifted subs in one sitting. That you've made my chest tighten. Like you... How dare you share this with me? How dare you share this knowledge with me? My chest has tightened. I've been enjoying Waterboy. He also has a lot of voice lines. It's supposed to be fun. And so there was like this moment where I realized that I was being a dick, right? That I was just being unfun to play with. Just legitimately not a good teammate, right? And I just stopped Personally, I think 6 out of being tied to one button is very mean. I agree! Hi, lady. Hi, lady. It's the noble,
You're an
everybody.
ordinary human, aren't you? Where do you call home? Dear me, I shouldn't pry.
Dox myself on stream, man.
Oh, perhaps you'd like something from my collection.
That was really close, though. Where she said, "Where do you call home?" and I almost just blurted.
And I have some nice things to show you.
There was a real thought process behind that. We have to get back into the ease of streaming, my friends. Thanks for justifying my anxiety to it. Yeah, no. Holy bejesus, Nikki, that's horrible. But there was a point where I started playing Overwatch for the fun of it, right? Now I have no money. I don't want to have negative 6,000 money. Yeah, it opened the gift sub menu because you typed in gift sub. Okay. And I would go into matches playing nothing but Zenyatta. And I'd be on voice comms specifically being like, "Hey man, it's okay." You know? I went total Zen mode. I played nothing but Zen. And Zen was good at that time, though. So it's like, Zen was not a throw pick. He was genuinely a very good pick. Yeah, embrace the monk. And my entire voice comms, instead of being like tilted or being like, "What's going on? What the frick are you doing?" I'd just be like, "Discord on Diva. Discord on Mercy. Discord on Rhine. Discord on Baby Diva. Discord." Like, that was all I did in chat. Tranquility maxing? Yeah, I was totally monk pilled. And I was Zen maxing. I was mogging on the other team's lack of tranquility. Maybe we should buy some Royal Lotuses. How about that? And we need to keep her from her degenerative condition. So we're throwing some souls her way. Honestly though, it's great to see you back, and I'm glad you got some time away. But thank you, Nikki. I'm really ecstatic to be back. Like, you don't realize how much you miss something when you don't get to do it for a while. And I know it was only 2 weeks, but it was the longest I've ever been from streaming from the time I started streaming. And it's like, this is very real.
Thank you.
There is something
now I can
about
stay here
this
for a little while longer.
that makes me happy to do it, right? So I really appreciate you saying that, Nikki. It's great to be back. And it's fun to be playing Demon Souls again, actually. I've been kind of hankering just some Souls content. I've been playing a lot of Wolong. Does anybody know Wolong in chat? I know Inthafen knows Wolong. Seeker, if you're still there, have you ever heard of Wolong? Not much going on in here. Maybe something going on in here. Nope. Do you know the Dynasty Warrior games created by the company Koei? Ah, I'm getting shaked! Prison shaking! No! I'm trying to talk about stuff, brother! There's so many of them. Wait! Give me a second. Waited too long? Yeah, I understand. I love that you love Demon Souls so much. I really like that you love Demon Souls as much as you do. This game deserves to have its ride or die. This game positively deserves to have its ride or dies. These guys didn't jump me. I didn't need to kill them. Oh, man. Tag yourself, which one of the 5 phases are you? I feel like I'd be wood. I don't know if that's true, but I feel a certain affinity for wood. I don't know. This game is really like, it's crazy because From Software is massive. It is huge. It is a huge company now. I mean, not like a huge company, but it is a household name in gaming. And their first real foray into the Souls formula is just not well known. I mean, it had the remake in 2020, but that's all people talk about it now. It had a remake in 2020. The original does not get the love it deserves. Should probably, I'm just wondering if I'm gonna get shanked again. I'm not. Good game. I really don't need that many spices. But I re-downloaded Overwatch 2 because I was really feeling some cowboy-based gameplay. I was like, I want to play a first-person shooter with a good revolver. And Cassidy was calling my name. I was going to play the cowboy. And unfortunately for the cowboy, I loaded up the game and they have a new hero. Her name is Domina. She hits so many neurons in my brain at once. Not gonna lie, I was actually playing Demon's Souls like 20 minutes before you started. What's your build? What's your build? What's your build? Tell me the build. Tell me the build. Tell me the build and tell me the new game. Oh, strength build. What's the weapon?
Oh, human are you? I am Frake. I have been trapped here for ages.
Hi, Frake.
Perhaps you could help me get out of here. I am a sage. And I
Claymore is
demand you
Baymore.
my power in return.
Oh, I actually do need this guy. I was about to say, we don't need Frake. And I'm like, no, wait, I'm playing a magic build. Holy bejesus, I have so many spells. I've been using F-R-E-K Frake. Ninky and Josh. No, they added a new hero named Domina, and she is everything I need in my life. She, like, hits so many neurons at once. I love a girl failure Dom. It is so funny. There is, like, I gotta send it. Maybe I'll send it to the Discord. But it's so funny because it perfectly encapsulates the character. Where it's like, Domina's really hard to fight. She scares me. Good. Good. Has a message? Oh! It's the Stream Boo bot. Guys, should I allow the Stream Boo bot? You have a new arcane. What's the new arcane? I haven't played Warframe in a hot second. I played the last Prime Vanguard, and what Prime did I get? It was one I wanted really bad. And now I'm totally blanking on it. Korra! I got Korra Prime, and I literally, she's been sitting in my foundry for probably about 3 weeks. I worked so hard to get Korra Prime, and she has been sitting in my foundry for about 3 weeks, because I have not touched Warframe since the grind to get Korra Prime. Just, haven't, sorry. Bot should permanently be reduced to Twitch mod prison. Aw, you guys think so? Secondary Irradiate, what does it do? What does it do? You guys think I should keep the bot in Twitch mod prison? But he's a feature. He belongs. He belongs the way you or I do. Heavy crossbow, Black Bolt. Bot should definitely be modded. Everybody hates the bot! Did you grab the key in the hallway? I'm stupid and what? Paint attention? What? There's a key in which hallway? There's a key in the hallway? Probably not. I was talking about Domina. There was a Tumblr post that really, like... Oh, thank you for mentioning that key. I walked right past it. Thank you for mentioning that key. Oh my gosh. That would have been a wild goose chase that took us like 30 minutes to find later. Thank you for paying attention, Inthathan. I wasn't going to say anything. Seeker would have watched us struggle. Upon any instance of radiation, they deal... Ooh, that sounds really good for Nyx. That sounds really good for Nyx. Maybe I should use my other spells. What do you think? There was something mechanical when I used the... Corvex nuclear bomb compressor. All very good options. How about a Tomos? What about a Tomos with its Incarnate? That would be really funny with max stacks of radiation, just blowing up every couple seconds. Is it a frame arcane?
Please help me.
Ridiel. Lord Ridiel. It's a secondary. So a Tomos would need... Yep, a Tomos. Nucor would be really good too. Sorry, Ridiel, I don't have the means to help you. What was I talking about, Domina? I keep getting distracted. Okay, so it was a holy good Jesus. It was a Tumblr post that I think about is really funny because it's like the problems of a dom, right? Not that I would know, but it's the problems of a dom. And the person was like, look, it's completely acceptable and even encouraged for like subs to go and be like, wow, I want like a dom to come and deal with this this issue, right? And it's like, yeah, that's the entire thing. They're pathetic and they're whiny and they cry out. But it is completely, you lose all aura and all riz as a dom if you say something like, who wants to be dominated by mommy tonight? It's like, ew. All riz lost. You can't beg. You cannot beg. They have to come to you. And that immediately reminded me of the character. That immediately reminded me of the girl failure that is Domina. I can't carry it? Unfortunately, I don't think I'll ever take the arcane that the first 500 damage, considering I have 5 separate statuses on it. Do you have the Incarnate? Are you running the Incarnate on it? I might have to go back to the Nexus because I just... Guys! Brother! What are you saying to me right now? I never gave him the jade hair ornament! I never gave Stockpile Thomas the jade hair ornament, so I don't have the Herculean ring, which means I have no more carry weight. Okay, this is the question. Do we just drop the fluted night set? Do we just drop the fluted night set? I mean, you can buy the soldier set. Can you buy the fluted night set? Chat, can you buy the fluted night set? I had to open a can. Nope. Oh, so I should probably drop the soldier set and move over to the fluted knight set, right? That would be prudent. I can drop the wizard set, right? Inventory management. Inventory management. Inventory management. What gets left behind? I am not connected to UV's Archstone server. I have heard about the Archstone server, though. I have heard of it.
Please, help me.
Well, I kind of don't want the kite shield. Sorry. I have heard of it, though. Isn't it? We can drop the wooden catalyst. Yeah, I gotta go give him that item. Oh, the fluted set make a fat roll, though. The fluty set make us fat roll, though. But I want it for completionist's sake, kids. I want it for completionist's sake. Is there anything here we could drop? Not particularly. Old Spice. Body wash. What do we have? We are quite a bit heavy. My friends. I think we're gonna have to drop the plate set, and we'll just rebuy it later. Dang. Dang, isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? This is why you always do your inventory management before. Look at this. Yeah, baby! The hot pants and sandal combo. Do you have a bunch of rocks in your inventory? No, not really. I mean, I have pure dragonstone, but I definitely should not drop that, right? You get one of those, don't you? I do have a few rocks. The heavy ones, I mean, like chunk of no, I only have 2 of them, so it's not really that big of a deal. These are pretty heavy. I think we're gonna have to do this, and isn't that exciting? Look at this mess. I wish, what are they called? What are they called? Juan Decimo is not very strong. He doesn't have a lot of health, and he doesn't have a lot of, anything else. And now he's fat rolling. He's a fat rolling man. Do I fat roll if I change out for the Coda plate? Even with the Coda plate, I am fat rolling. Very sad. I think we're gonna fat roll. We'll just full send it. We'll just full send it. I'm trying to get through all the things that happened in the last couple weeks. I've been hankering for zombie media. I've been playing a lot of Left 4 Dead 2. And then there was like a sale for all the DLC of Dead Island 2. And I like Dead Island and Techland and Dying Light. So I was like, well, you know, if I can get everything for Dead Island 2 for $7, that's not bad. So I did, and I've been having a lot of fun with that. I've been playing a lot of Dead Island 2. This guy is he weaker to fire? Is he weaker to fire? He's not very weak to fire. A little bit weaker to fire. Okay, I'm focusing on the morgue. The development history of Dead Island is insane. I don't know if you guys have ever looked into or saw anything about that, but the development history of that video game is bizarre. It has gone through a lot of issues. It is insane that we have it at all. Same with Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Went through a long and tumultuous development history that ended in tragedy and heartbreak for everyone involved. At least Dead Island 2 came out and was good. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, I have heard, is not as good as the original. Unfortunately, I haven't played it. I haven't even played the original to completion, but I did love it. I just, the barrier of entry is quite a bit. The game is not necessarily stable on modern hardware. How is the audio? Is the audio better balanced? Can you guys hear me more as I ramble? As I talk about everything and nothing at all. Audio's beautiful. That's what I want to hear, baby. That is what I want. That is what I need. We're actually kind of breezing through Tower of Latria because, I guess we're not as lost as we were last time. Magic! Shard of Moonlight Stone. Can you even make the Chris Moonlight Stoned? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's like Dark Souls 2, where every weapon can be infused. Beautiful choice in the... Got him! I want air horns in chat for the fact that we got him! Yeah, it's like a special weapon, is it? I don't think it's a colorless Demon Souls weapon, but it is not a weapon like the others. It is one that is unique. Appears to be locked. I need another key, my friends. I think that's the key that's outside Fool's Idol. I would assume. I would assume. The special key. Ooh, cutscene time. Yeah, we're breezing through this. This game's easy. Pretty easy. What do we got? Nothing over. Oh, never mind. I have discovered the thing, but it actually is nothing. Never mind. My bad. Exploration failure. Oh man, I'm trying to get through everything rapidly because there's so many things I want to talk about. There's so many things I want to talk about. And I don't have to get through everything rapidly. They just could come up naturally. But the things I want to talk about, baby! I saw something that I thought I just needed to have. And so I did end up purchasing it. There was like an eBay listing. Sometimes I get eBay listings that come across my homepage. And it was a Princess Zelda figure in box. The box was a little bit beat up, but it was an Ocarina of Time figure. And I was like, I did not even know they made stuff like that. That is an Ocarina of Time Zelda figure in the box. And I ended up purchasing it. I spent money on it because I wanted it really bad. And I had it sitting there in the box, and I was kind of agonizing. Yeah, like, it's really cool, and I might send an image of it. It's next to my Prophet of Mercy from Halo 2, my Hello Kitty, and my Space Marine. My Blood Angels Intercessor Sergeant. So, ooh, the Warden key. Is that the actual key we need? Wait a second. That's the actual key we need. And I sat there and I agonized about it because it was in the box. And you could tell that it had never been opened before. The box had never been opened. The princess was never removed. You could tell because the little plastic binds on the character were starting to yellow. She had been in the box that long. And I was like, I know that I'm going to piss off some collector if I open that box. The value on this ding-dang toy will depreciate exponentially if I open that box. So I opened the box. And she's free! She's free! She sits on my desk. Counterpoint. Counterpoint. I'm ready for the counterpoint. The damage is already done, but I'm ready for the counterpoint. I'm ready for the counterpoint. You can do cool... Yeah, that's the thing. It's really interesting. Oh, that's all my items I dropped earlier. It is really interesting because she has, like, amazing articulation in the arms. And that is it. She has, like, a waist swivel. She has a waist swivel, and her head can move side to side. But it's not like she has particularly fantastic neck joints. And she has no legs to speak of. The bottom skirts of the dress is one single mold. It has no other stuff about it. That is a single mold. I find that really fascinating. No hip joints, no legs to speak of. And she came with a tiny Ocarina of Time. She has the Ocarina of Time as a play accessory. Cannot carry you. Okay, guys. I hope this wasn't a cool item, because I don't... Yeah, I don't think I got space. Sorry. I hope it wasn't a cool item. I gotta stop picking stuff up. And I just like figures. I've always liked action figures. I have always liked dolls and toys and things like that. I was a big G.I. Joe kid growing up. And I would take my sister's dolls. And the G.I. Joes and the dolls would go into the cars. And, you know, they would live their lives and fight dragons and dinosaurs and stuff. And that love for little plastic objects that are facsimiles and idols of the characters I like has carried over well into adulthood. That's what it would sound like if you punched a woodland gnome to the tune of the me channel. If you punched a woodland gnome, that's really funny. That's a good image. Guys, do you think I can make it? This is just more items. This is just more items. I think we gotta... Okay. I'm genuinely considering it, my friends. Do we go back to the Nexus to put some stuff away? Do we go back to the Nexus to put some stuff away? I think we're gonna have to. I really do think we're going to have to do that. Because I am overburdened by one Decimo's big bald head. There's just too much knowledge in that boy. Definitely go back. You can speedrun for where you are right now in no time. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. And also thank you for agreeing with me. Yes, I think we will go back. Warden's key. Warden's key. Okay, go back. 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 Back to the Archstone. That's not where the Archstone is. That's where Sage Frake is here. I'm just here as a sycophant, me lord. That's why you get to be my steward when we overthrow the British throne. That's why you get to be my steward. To the victor goes the spoils, and Seeker gets a royal title. Okay, if you had a royal title, what would you want? Like, I'm doing a show right now, and I play a French nobleman. I play just a stinky French little bastard, man. And I get to have a royal title, and it feels nice to wear. I get to wear a whole outfit. I get to wear a whole, like, Regency era inspired type. Oh dear God. The boys. The game seems to have stabilized quite a bit as it runs. I don't want to jinx anything, but it legitimately feels like it's playing smoother. Yes. Now if only I could find the Archstone. Now if only I could find the Archstone. Heir apparent sounds good to me. You'd want to be a prince? You would want to be a princeling? Does Denmark have royalty? This is probably a really ignorant question. Did you guys kill your monarchs? I feel like Denmark has a king. It's not like France. You didn't eat them. You have a king? Yeah, good. I don't, like, you guys didn't eat them yet. Grand Duchess is a really good royal title. All of Scandinavia have monarchs. Norway has one? I guess that makes sense. Norway still has royalty. Norway still has royalty. I know Sweden still has their, royalty. The princess was in the Epstein files. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hopefully your royalty isn't mentioned in the Epstein files. But yeah, I know the Swedish royalty. I have to know them. But that makes sense that Denmark has a king. I know. Was it the... Wouldn't be surprised if they were, to be honest. Yeah, that's the problem, right? All the royals still playing along with the systems of power. They're playing at figureheads. Yeah. Sag. You were up here the whole time.
Soul power, dost thou not?
I do, thank you.
Then touch the demon inside me.
Well, if you say so. Alright, seek soul power. Aww. Guys.
Soul of the lost,
I can't believe I'm at 9 vitality, brother. 9 vitality. Grand Duchess is a good royal title. Like Grand Duke. I don't know what makes them so grand. What is Vit? It ain't what? Is it not Vit in this game? Is it not Vit? Is it Vigor? Yeah, it's vitality. Oh, are you just asking as in like...
Art thou done? Main thine.
Oh my guy, what is that Vit? It's just not, it's not tended. It's not tended to or nursed in any meaningful way.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close...
1Dcimo is not a very vital person. He's not a very vital person. Aw. Well, I'm not doing anything particularly crazy if you're in an ad. I am just putting things away. This is the perfect time for inventory management, then. Yeah, put those away, because those actually weigh stuff. I could wear the silver bracelets for increased soul gain. Red Bull gives you wings. I don't do energy drinks. We're back! I was just doing stockpile Thomas stuff.
When the
So, it
scourge
was the
came,
perfect time for people to get ads.
abandoned my wife and daughter and fled like a madman. When I came to, I was in the Nexus. I haven't dared venture outside these walls since. I wish I could do more, but I am ignorant of the world beyond these walls.
Well, at least you have the maturity to recognize that.
Saints, sages, and all manner of wise men watch over the halls of this Nexus. This rejuvenating sanctorium is a fine place for the slayers of demons to rest.
For a guy
their
who's
weary
self-professed ignorant, rejuvenating
I, too, must
sanctorium
contribute
is
how I
quite
can,
the statement.
For we are indebted to our honorable defenders. What is the world like outside the Nexus?
Dead.
With brave souls like you confronting these vile demons. Perhaps it won't be long before things return to normal.
Will there ever
At least
be a
that is what
normal
we
again?
are all praying for.
What is the
Perhaps
new
it
normal?
won't be long before things return to normal. At least that...
Are we good? Is everything okay? I really hope that VOD didn't get destroyed. Uh-oh. 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 That would have been really bad. I at least want to kill Fool's Idol before we end the stream, and I didn't get to say goodnight to anybody. I hope that people aren't like, oh, you know, they just, like... Let me put a message. Yeah, it was like a minor crash. It was like a minor crash. Streamlabs just killed itself. And we're back. Indeed we are. I'm sorry about that. It was just like, yeah, Dancing Dinosaur. We're back. We're back. For some reason, it just seems like it just killed itself. Just killed itself. I don't know why. I don't know why, and I didn't like it, because I wasn't done. I wasn't ready to be done yet. I was not ready to be done yet. And now I'm gonna have to go in post, and I don't know if, because it crashed, I don't know if the recording's any good. I don't know if the recording is any good. The recording might be corrupted. I don't know. I don't know. I hope not. Streamlabs probably got overwhelmed by the power within the demon's souls. Yeah, the demon. You know, the demon that we've been talking about just overloaded and crashed my computer. But we're back. We're back. We're back, and everything is fine, okay? Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys. We are back. Everything is good. We will kill the Fool's Idol and probably call it a night. Probably call it a night. But we are indeed back. Watching the VOD right now, it's perfectly good. Yeah, I meant the, I record the VODs as I stream them onto my computer so that I can upload them onto YouTube in 1080p. Instead of, it's a new thing I have been doing because I want them to be a little bit, because all of my previous VODs for like the past half year are in 720p and I want them to be in 1080. So I'm hoping that the VOD on my computer didn't get corrupted by the timing of the crash. I'm gonna... The Chris is really long. This is a long weapon. Okay, that's a lot of lotuses. But what were we talking about before I just Like, just everything died. What was happening? Ooh, claws. This is a really long weapon. Red Bull. We were talking about Red Bull. Yeah, I don't drink energy drinks because they don't agree with me. They do not agree with me. Fool's Idol sounds like a certain incumbent. Oh no! Chat, we're getting political. We're getting political late at night, chat. Chat, we're getting political in my chat. That's pretty funny, though. That is... Hey, that's funny political commentary. That's funny political commentary. I'll do it. Oh, man. Okay. We have to get back to where I was. Ah, the hole! Not the... No! I've made a mistake. It's the hole I fall in every time. 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 Everybody say hello to the return of the hole. The inconspicuous hole. It manages to get me every playthrough. It has managed to get me every single time we play Demon's Souls. It is a character in of itself. It is an enemy. It is an enemy to me and my stream. Constant, consistent enemy. It's like it's just there. There's a hole. Fall, idiot. I'm tired. I'm tired of this mind flare. I need to watch Holes. Thank you for reminding me of the Holes movie that exists. I really like Holes. Guys, do you hear it? It's been 2 weeks since we heard the watch beep. It's been 2 weeks since we heard the watch beep. That means my watch thinks it's 12 p.m. It's not. But my watch thinks it is. It might be off by an hour or two. It might be off by an hour or two, but by golly does it think it is. I can't say by golly without thinking of that Christmas song. Maybe it's 12 somewhere. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Jimmy Buffett is dead. Just a moment of silence for our king. No, yeah, I've never really cared for energy drinks, but I do have a fixation and a need for caffeine. I got the worst migraine Saturday. I was just like head pounding, in pain. Yeah, who has the Jimmy Buffett estate now? Who is getting his cash? I don't know. Did he have a family? He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who had regular contact with a family. But maybe that's an unfair assumption. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about Jimmy Buffett. I only know the video where Eddie Burback went to every Margaritaville in the country. Had a good time with it. Or a bad time with it, really. Actually, he did not have a good experience with that. I don't know. I need caffeine because caffeine helps with migraines. But I didn't have access to any on Saturday. I had managed to burn through my entire caffeine supply while staying at my family's place while they went out. And I just had the worst migraine. It's so bad because there's literally you have this like headache, and yeah, it sucks, right? Jimmy Two Fit, his clone, now owns every Margaritaville. Every one of them. Ad type. They're really making up for lost time, huh? I have to go check what my ads are like. I guess maybe it's because the stream reset, and that's why you're getting ads again. But I did not set my ads to be that frequent. I didn't set my ads to be that frequent, that's for sure. Mostly because I don't want them to be. Atai. Renowned hero's soul. Okay. I didn't really listen to Jimmy Buffett. Not my cup of tea. Not music that I enjoyed, typically. Just not one I found engaging. Not my cup of tea. I guess that's really all I need to leave it at. Don't do it! 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 Oh, he goofed. He goofed. Very good. Oh, that would have been scary. That would have been scary. I would have been mind flared. It's a lot of spice, but it's not necessary right now because we have so much mana regen. And mana, actually, in general. We just have so much. Our blue bar is quite impressive. He has an impressive blue bar. Is this the way we're supposed to go? Is this the way we're supposed to go? Looks like it. Growers. Little patches of growers. I like that the mechanical sound effects of the giant arrow monster is a lot. I hope nothing cool happened. I killed every boss in the game while you were gone in Tathan. Sorry, the game completed while you were gone. Every boss in the game is dead now. It's Juan Decimo is being hung up. We're gonna have to put him away now. I like how the mechanical sound effects of the giant arrow thing is very similar to the sound effects of the big stone monster, the big stone contraption in Sen's Fortress. Is there a story behind the name Juan Decimo? So Juan Decimo, the wand, and there is a character in Fairly Odd Parents, which I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's an American cartoon about a kid who receives fairy godparents, and there is a character, there's a fairy in it whose name is Juan Decimo, who has, you know, the wand pun, and he's just a big buff fairy. Looks like an Italian super... Yeah, he is supposed to be, like, stereotypically Latin representing and sexy. His catchphrase is literally like, "Do you think I'm sexy?" And he takes his shirt off. And he's a fairy. So the name is a reference to that, because I think Juan Decimo is legitimately really funny. I love the name. It's like Juan Decimo. And yeah, Decimo is... That does sound like an Italian superlative more than like a Latin American superlative. But Juan is definitely a Latin name. I don't know. What is the Italian equivalent of John? I don't know. Jean-Claude. Because I know Johann and John, but I don't know the Italian equivalent, actually. He's a fairy, you say? Mayhaps. He's super attracted, or at least he was in the early seasons. I don't think he's really important in later seasons. I don't think he comes back. He's like a recurring character, or a recurring kind of villain type in early seasons of Fairly Odd Parents, because he is the fairy of a rival to the main character named Remy Buxapletti. He's the stereotypical mean kid rich boy. And Juan Decimo wants to steal the wife of Cosmo, who is one of the, he wants to steal Wanda from Cosmo. He's a homewrecker. He's a sexy homewrecker. And he just is not important in later seasons. I don't think he really appears after, like, season 3. Because Remy Bucksaplenty is not an important character after, like, season 3. Whoa, baby! Whoops! Botched that. I botched that. Botched that. Quite good. Spin! That's not my joke. I can't make that joke. That's not my joke. How dare you put it in chat to make me make it. You knew if you typed it like that, I would read it like that. And now I'm a joke thief. Now I am a stinky joke thief. And I'll get put on blast at Comedy Tonight. But I guess I'm a stinky joke thief if I named my character Juan Decimo, which was explicitly a reference to Fairly Odd Parents. So, you know, I guess I'm just being consistent with my character. Oh. PCL. No. Did I just, like, animation cancel that? Stephen Colbert's gonna beat you up now? I would like to see... Can we do influencer boxing, but for famous comedians? Can we do Stephen Colbert versus Conan O'Brien? Can we do, like... Can we do that? Is that allowed? That would be really funny. Especially if it's just taken completely straight. Like, this is just an actual grudge match. God. If Norm Macdonald were still alive, that would... he would be so good for that. He'd be so good for that. Unironically. Hey, bud. I'm confused, because this button makes you block. This button makes you attack. This button makes the spell come out. This one makes you bonk with the stick. So I press the trigger for one and the bumper for the other. Just looked it up. Apparently the Fairly Odd Parents character is named Juan Decimo. Yeah, but like wand. Yeah, like I know it's spelled... Oh. Whoops! Copyright infringement avoided! Yeah, but like the wand pun is there. Even if they don't spell it wand. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But now you know the character. Did you guys not get Fairly Odd Parents in Denmark? Like, that makes sense. That makes sense. You guys probably had your own Danish cartoons. But it's still weird to me because Fairly Odd Parents was like a staple of my growing up. What happened earlier? So my internet just gave up, just crashed, just killed itself. Just killed itself. Minor crash. It was not intentional because I didn't give anybody their goodnight kisses. It was not intentional, and I'm sorry if that scared you. We were talking about Juan Decimo from Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah, internet. We may have, but I don't remember seeing it. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I don't know how much, like, American cartoons you get. Like, do you guys have Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, or do you have your own Danish station? I don't know. I don't know. Muscle Fairy, yes. Can we power scale Conan O'Brien to Lego Conan O'Brien? Real Conan O'Brien is probably 10C on the Versus Battles wiki. Yeah, I was wondering, because, like, my mom, of course, she grew up in a completely different time. She grew up in, you know, 2 channels on the TV, Eurovision on one channel, the news on the other, right? But she would talk about the shows and the stuff that she grew up, and she would show... She had DVDs of the shows she watched as a child, and they were all in Swedish, so I had no clue what was going on, but they were bizarre. Scandinavian, like, children's network is so weird. Courage, Cowardly Dog, and Ed and Entity was your childhood? Yeah, so, yeah, I wasn't really allowed to watch Cartoon Network. I was a Nickelodeon kid. I didn't watch Disney Channel growing up because I specifically remember thinking DComs were lame. And thinking, like, live-action Disney stuff sucked. I just didn't like it. I wanted cartoons. I love cartoons. So, hi, lady. I'm bringing the men in here. I... Conan the Barbarian is 9B because he's just kind of like a buff dude, right? Like he's an enhanced dude. If you ever sometime look like John Dillerman, a true Danish classic, I think I will have to. I think I will have to. Have you ever heard of Chibarashka? Are you a fan of Chibarashka? That is a Russian children's show that my mom grew up with. It's unironically There was a Swedish children's show about a guy who ran like a junkyard and a guy who lived in a treehouse with a monkey that had a boomerang. So, like, again, children's content in Scandinavia, but that is really funny. I know that Europeans are a little bit more loosey-goosey about, like, sexuality and stuff like that, but that is really funny. But do you know Chibarashka? Are we fans of Chibarashka in chat? It's Soviet-era cartoon. No, not a fan of Chibarashka. So my Swedish mother grew up with Chibarashka, but not my Danish chatter. But I think you're closer in age to me than my mom is. So you probably didn't grow up watching Soviet-era cartoons. You know not? I will put a picture of Chibarashka in the Discord later. You will be exposed to Chibarashka. It's kind of, I think it's been shown, like, Chibarashka has become a meme in certain contexts and stuff like that. Little Soviet monkey character. I know Chibarashka, the fun little guy. He has an alligator friend. He does indeed have an alligator friend. And they engage with the Soviet system. They do. They engage with the Soviet system. It's a very interesting cartoon for my mom to have grown up with. But it is, just one, I guess, of the many of the weird things that she watched on TV. Was Eurovision any good this year? Or last year? Was Eurovision any good? I didn't pay attention to it. I know people are boycotting parts of it. I don't know. I don't pay attention. I don't know. When are they gonna stop allowing, like, Britain to participate? Not for any particular, like, political reason. I just don't want them in there anymore. Australia can stay. They should add Canada. Okay, you, as a Dane, would you be upset if Canada joined Eurovision? Would you be upset if the Canadians were allowed to be in Eurovision? Never cared about Eurovision. It's such a farce! What? How dare you? How dare you? Eurovision's awesome. Eurovision's awesome. You get some songs in it sometimes. Apparently there was a reboot movie that released in 2023 and had a sequel this year. Chibarashka got rebooted, baby. Chibarashka's back. That's funny. I like that. Yeah, that's pertinent. Pertinent to what we were discussing then. Chibarashka's back. I don't know. I grew up with like Eurovision. I guess is more important here because you guys don't have an ABBA. I straight up do not know of a Danish mega band that came out of Eurovision. You know, we have ABBA, so that's something that we can claim that is important. cultural moment for Swedes everywhere. Waterloo on the TV. I like to follow it every now and then because sometimes you get some legitimately incredibly talented performances. I know that the Swedish entry this last year was about saunas. Though I'm heavily disappointed the movies are just CGI and not the original stop motion. Sad. Stop motion is so good. It gives it a very special, like, texture. Hey, bud.
What do you want? I am a humble servant. I do not wish to interfere. I won't cause you trouble. I won't.
I like that, the way he says that. I am a humble servant. I like the way he delivers that line. Anyway, he's gonna die. Yep. Good ragdoll. Good freaking ragdoll. I don't know. I'm just interested in the Danes, I guess. I don't know much about the Danes. I just know that my aunt told me to never trust them. Okay, let's see what we got down here. Oh yeah, it's the poison lady. I agree with your aunt. That's always so funny to me. The way all European countries hate each other. That's funny. It's funny to me. It reminds me of the way that states hate each other over here. Like the way that Missouri and Kansas, you should probably have your citizenship revoked. You never know. You never know. A lot of countries going authoritarian in this day and age. You never know when you're going to have your citizenship revoked. I was, like, you know, I went to school in Kansas. And they, like, Kansans hate people from Missouri. Missouriites? Missourians? Hate them. Cannot stand them. Genuinely dislike them. And I find that very funny because the states aren't that different. And they would get very mad at me for saying that. They'd be like, are you joking? Are you joking? They're completely different. Not really, no. Missouriopathies. I don't think that's correct. Well, you know when you're in misery. It was something I heard a lot. Missouri. I don't know. I feel like I'd rather die than live in Missouri. That's a dumb state. It's a lame state. There's certain states in the Union that you're like, that is a lame state. That is a nowhere state. I am sorry, but that is a nowhere state. I'm sure the 5 people who live there love that state, but that is a nowhere state. At least it's not Mississippi. Mississippi. You missed 2 S's. You missed 2 S's. You're talking about Mississippi. I love Mississippi. Wait, I'm kind of losing it over Mississippi. Sorry, Fool's Idol. Something more important is happening. Is that bread? Is she carrying bread? No, Mississippi. Different place. Mississippi is not the same place as Mississippi, idiot streamer. Stupid. Freaking dumb. Stupid streamer. You're so stupid. Dumb streamer. They're up above. That's ominous. Hi, ma'am. Ow! Rude. Baby's name. Stop hurting me! I'm a good boy! I am clogged. This music is so bizarre. Do you want me to agree with you, or you're allowed to do whatever you want? No, stop. I hate that it, like, auto-locks onto the... Oh, look at him. He's simping. King. Very funny. She thinks this is very funny. It's been a while since we've dealt with Fool's Idol. Okay, she's not real. Okay, she's real. She's the real one. This isn't like we did this with the bastard sword where I could just do a lot of damage. Another redo. It never ends. Come on, lock onto the real one. Okay, cast your spell so I can dodge it. Help me, I'm simping! I cannot stop! That guy up there who's like, I am a humble servant, reminds me of the Albinoric from Elden Ring. You'd simp for Fool's Idol? Yeah, she's pretty. She is pretty and she's got more arms. Ooh! My bad. No, 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 no. No secrets lie with me, not a one. That's the exact line I was thinking. That reminds me so much of his. I am a humble servant. Which one's real? Which one is real? Ah! That was terrifying. I was just getting pelted by magic. Sage. Holy bejesus, brother. It's become... Come on. Keep hitting her. Okay. I mean, full moon grass is cheap and easy and free. Are you the real one? No, you're not. Are you the real one over there? No, fake. I'm paying attention to the boss real quick, so if you're writing in chat, I don't care. I don't mean that. I don't mean that. Your thoughts mean everything. Okay. Okay, there we go. Ah! We're fine. The boss is dead. We're all good. Nothing bad ever happens. We did it. Video game is awesome. We did it. Easy peasy. Best boss in the video game. Best boss in the video game. Do you think this fight would be better if she was snakes and had a bow and it was an infinite hallway and she was a femboy? I think it would be better if she had, like, 3 masks, and instead of it being in a church, it was in a giant coffin, and, there wasn't little dudes running around, but there was a bunch of skeletons. I think that would be better. Okay, do you think the Batwing demons use the same skeleton as the gargoyles? The fight would be better if it didn't exist. I disagree. Fool's Idol deserves to exist. Fool's Idol deserves to exist. Do you think the gargoyles use the same animation skeleton as the Batwing demons? Just changed a little bit? They're really similar looking. They're really similar looking. But I don't know. Probably, yeah. I mean, that's just like... I mean, FromSoft has shown that they do that. They reuse animations, they reuse skeletons, they reuse things. You know, it's just efficient use of assets. Got it. Adding bone wheels to all bosses in Latria. Oh, no. Why would you do that? That's stinky. That's stinky and evil. I should probably go... No, I don't need the secret dagger. I need to repair my equipment. Repair. 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 Repair.
Do come back alive.
Do come back alive. Yeah, get those into... Baby's nail. Baby's nail. Ew. Yeah, I think that was pretty much all I planned to do tonight.
Indebted.
It was fun to play Demon Souls for all of y'all again. It was fun to play Demon Souls, and it's really fun to be back. It's really exciting to be back in the streaming sphere. Get ready for the Man-Eater's Bridge, who's got one direction to roll and it's directly at you. Hey, in Thafin, I want you to take this, like, lovingly. I don't want you to ever go into game design. Yeah, no problem, Seeker. It was a lot of fun. It was good to revisit 1Decimo, and it's always fun to play Demon Souls. It's a good thing to play to come back into streaming. It's a game that I recognize, it's a game that I like, and it was fun to have you guys in chat. It was really fun to have you in chat. Alright. Thank you so much for watching. I always have a great time when you do come in to watch, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. I am sorry that the internet catastrophically failed in the center there, and everybody was just confused as to what was happening. But with a little bit of editing, I bet I could fix those two together in the VOD, and nothing bad will ever happen. Alright, good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. It's good to be back. Bye-bye.